Hi, welcome to Rooney 207 again. Wanted to cover the League of Kingdoms upcoming continent versus continent battle event here, the CvC. So I thought that probably the best is to maybe use my account and to kind of walk through. So within the League of Kingdoms game, and this is off the browser base piece. I think it's probably easier experience to show from a video perspective. There's an icon here for the upcoming. As you can see, the next continent to continent is less than 4 days away, and the particular continent that I'm on is actually C4. It's one of the four older continents, and essentially will be matched up with a few other continents as well. And there will be, it's a 4 week event. It'll involve things like training, gathering, battling Spartoids, battling monsters. And then the last week, the fourth week, is probably the most important as we continue to capture the various gates, the fortresses. We'll fight for the ancient temple in the middle there. And the last week is when most players accumulate the most number of points. They'll accumulate through deaths, to trainings, to healing, and all the facets in order to be able to move up from gate to gate to the final destination of battling for the temple. And as a result of that, there are different rewards that are given out throughout the event, and you'll be able to collect them, and you'll be able to also be able to pick up equipment as well for the infantry, cavalry, and archery, legendary equipment if you don't already have them. So many of the players probably within our continent, the C4 continent, probably already maxed them out, I believe. The 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 particular I believe the battle match that we're in, it's in the minor league, I believe, one of the three. And so there are different rewards. As you can see, the objective of the reward is to place within the top four of the final, because that's when you can get the loco reward piece. And loco is the cryptocurrency, the monetary cryptocurrency governance token that is rewarded at the end of the event. And also that you can rally and get the local vouchers as well during, I believe, starting the third week. And then you can get that. That's a fractional. It's 0.01 of Loca, essentially. So you'll probably accumulate a few thousand, and some players may accumulate up to 10 to 20,000 of them if they're lucky. It's a random drop. That they'll give individuals from these are the ones I was referring to, the Magdar raid that has they'll give you the local voucher, essentially, the individual ranking rewards. And you'll see that the different you'll get different rewards, the gate rewards that has from the 300 crystals to different chests, and the gold, and different teleportations, and AP potions and things like that you can get along the way. But essentially, you want some of the smaller players, they'll focus on the Magna raid to get the Loca vouchers, and then the individual rewards, you can get a pretty large portion of the 3 million Loca sharing. And then if you happen to place within the top four, your continent, and then if you're highly ranked within your continent, you'll get a share of the Loco prizes for these ranking as well. So that's essentially the upcoming this Monday. The upcoming the 27th is the kickoff. So February 27th is the kickoff for this continent versus continent reward. And in terms of if you're new to League of Kingdoms, I can give you a quick overview of the there. This is the city map, and within the city map, you have your academy where you do the training, and you have this what the city looks like from the outside. And this is kind of similar to if you play Rise of Kingdom, for instance, and you'll get various treasure houses. You'll get the VIP, the trading posts, the shops. the different towers, your walls, and this is the hospital piece of it. Then you have your mines. This is the barracks where you train the troops. You have the resources you can collect through this experience, and then you have the various continents. You have the alliance that you're chats, and then you have your main quests that they kind of keep you busy from the long term aspect, and then you have your daily quest, what you're trying to achieve, and it'll just kind of guide you through the process, whether it's collecting, gathering resources to caravans, and then you have your events, and this could be the larger one, it could be the weekly event, it could be just for that particular day, and then as a CvC map kicks off on Monday, they'll have different events and activities that we can do to collect these and different targets we can collect throughout the event. And then, as you can see from up here, you have the resources. You have the food, the wood, the stone, the gold, and then the crystals piece. And then also there's different packages that a player can buy, and you can procure, and they have different dollar amounts and different subscriptions, VIPs. You have crystal stores. You can buy different amounts of crystals, very similar to Rise of Kingdoms or any type of city building battle strategy, war strategy type game structure. You have up here the different types of buffs that you may have. Then you have your VIP level here and things like that, and you'll get bonuses. Then you have your power, and then you'll have the alliance. You have how many medals you're awarded, lord medals, and basically your treasury, how you allocate your lord points totals. And this changes. There's a token that you can use to change it as circumstances. So the first maybe couple weeks of the CvC, you'll want to keep it something like this or close. And then as you get towards the battle, and you want to switch it up to more of a fighting type mastery. And then you'll have different types of NFTs. I have a land here, and then you have the resources, different types resources that you can mint, and then you have the skins, different types. You have Dragos, you have packages, and things like that. Well, we can get into a little bit more detail, but what I'll do is I'll cover our particular C4's continent versus continent event, and I'll try my best to provide as update as possible throughout the event. But ultimately, the goal as from any player, what you want to do is come back to your home kingdom with 0 troops. You want to get as many points as possible, because you can always gather and rebuild, and that's the nice thing about this versus a game like Rise of Kingdom. I think that's the differentiating element, is that this piece, it's a little bit more fun from that versus Rise of Kingdoms a KBK structure. I like this one because you can just leave all your troops and you get rewarded, and there's a heavy amount of compensation, and I think it's a lot more fun that way. Hopefully there's no lag and things like that, and I'll keep you updated, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you'll subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.